When I found a second phone hidden in my wife's gym bag during our flight, I had to sit next to her for 5 more hours pretending I hadn't just discovered she was destroying someone's life. My wife Ilsa is the most composed person I've ever known. She's never raised her voice, never lost an argument, never once let anyone see her sweat. I used to admire that. Now, I understand it. We were on a flight to her sister's wedding, 5 hours. Window and middle seat. She fell asleep 20 minutes after takeoff. Her gym bag was under the seat in front of her. I reached down for gum and felt something hard at the bottom. A phone, not her phone. Her phone was in her purse. This was a prepaid, no case, no lock screen. I opened it. One app, a messaging platform I didn't recognize. One contact, no name, just a number. I opened the thread. 3 months of messages. Ilsa had been sending this person information, bank statements, medical records, screenshots of private emails. None of it was ours. The name on the bank statements was Harlan Olesk. I didn't recognize it. The messages from Ilsa were clinical, calculated. His therapist appointment is Wednesdays at 3. He parks in the same lot, 3rd row. His mother's account has $214,000. Here's the routing number. File the motion on the 19th. You won't expect it before the holiday. The other person's messages were shorter. Good, keep going. Almost there. Then one message from 3 days ago. After the wedding, we move on the house. He won't fight back. He never does. I put the phone back. My hands were ice. I sat there for 4 hours and 40 minutes next to a woman I'd been married to for 7 years and realized I had no idea who she was. She woke up an hour before landing, smiled at me. Did you sleep? A little. You look tense. Turbulence. She put her head on my shoulder. I let her. At the wedding, I watched Ilsa hug her sister Lenore, hug her brother-in-law Harlan Olesk, the name on the bank statements, the name in the messages, her own sister's husband. Ilsa was feeding someone information about Harlan, his schedule, his finances, his mother's money, his therapy sessions. I watched Harlan during the reception. He was quiet, thin, dark circles. He smiled when Lenore smiled, but his eyes were somewhere else. He looked like a man who'd been losing a war he didn't know he was fighting. I cornered Ilsa's phone that night while she showered at the hotel. The prepaid was in the gym bag again. I photographed every message, every attachment, every bank statement. Then I did something I wasn't planning to do. I talked to Harlan, found him alone on the hotel balcony at midnight. He was drinking water, not alcohol. Can I ask you something personal? He looked at me, tired. Sure. Is everything okay with you and Lenore? His jaw tightened. Why do you ask? Because you look like a man who's drowning and nobody's noticed. He stared at his glass for a long time. Then he said, Lenore filed for divorce 6 weeks ago. She's claiming I'm financially abusive. She froze our accounts. She has records I've never seen before showing transactions I didn't make. Her attorney seems to know everything about me. My schedule, my doctor, my mother's savings. Who's her attorney? He pulled out a card. The phone number on it matched the number in Ilsa's prepaid phone. My wife had been working with Lenore's divorce attorney for months, feeding him Harlan's private information. Bank records she accessed through Lenore. Medical details from conversations Harlan trusted her with. Therapy schedules he'd mentioned at family dinners. Ilsa wasn't just helping her sister get a divorce. She was engineering Harlan's destruction, building a case designed to take everything from him using information he'd shared in confidence with family. I showed Harlan the photos from the prepaid phone that night. Every message, every attachment. His face went through grief, then rage, then something worse. Calm. She used Thanksgiving dinner, he said quietly. I told Ilsa about my mom's savings because she asked about retirement planning. She seemed so helpful. I gave Harlan's attorney the photos the following Monday. Every message was time-stamped, every attachment traceable. The judge reviewed the evidence and sanctioned Lenore's attorney for using improperly obtained financial records. The fabricated transaction records were thrown out. The divorce case was reset. Ilsa called me the night it fell apart. You ruined my sister's case. Your sister's case was built on fraud. Family protects family. Harlan is family too. Silence. You chose him over me. I chose the truth over you. We separated 3 weeks later. Ilsa moved in with Lenore. Harlan got a fair hearing. His accounts were unfrozen. His mother's savings were untouched. He texted me once after it was over. Why did you help me? I told him the truth. Because you were drowning at your own wedding and the people who were supposed to love you were the ones holding you under.